Hey guys, this is Nalini here. Welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make a hexagon and a pentagon. This is a very simple way. Suppose you want to make a football or a soccer ball, then it will be very helpful in that. There are different ways of making hexagon also. In a granny square style also you can make it. This is the simplest method, so I thought I'll just share it with you. So to make a pentagon, first we'll learn how to make a pentagon and then we'll go for the hexagon. So for a pentagon, we are going to make a magic circle first. So as I always say, magic circle is nothing but a loose slip knot. So this is how I make my magic circle. So I'll just show you. So hold your yarn like this, and with your hook, you just have to twist and make a loop like this. Pinch it here, bring the loop up, yarn over and pull through, and your magic circle is made. This is not the traditional method, but it's a very simple method and I like this method, so I use it. So if you like it, you can use it too, or you can go for the traditional method also. So now we are going to chain one, so yarn over and pull through, and now we are going to make 5 single crochets into this circle. So make sure to include both the loops, the tail as well as the loop. So go into the circle, yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over and pull through. So this is your single crochet. So we are going to make 4 more since we have made 1. So like this. Keep making your single crochet. So this is number 2, 3, 4 and 5. So our 5 single crochets are made, 1 2 3 4 5, and now we can just pull this tail like this. Just make sure this doesn't get twisted while pulling, and then pull it nice and tight. And this is your first stitch. If you don't know which your first stitch, so either you can mark it at the beginning only, in the beginning only, or you can just count back. So 1, this is not counted as a stitch, which the loop which you have on your hook. So after the loop on the hook, which is called the working loop, this is 1 2 3 4 and 5. So this is your first stitch. So now you're going to insert your hook into the first stitch like this and make a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull up a loop and pull it through the working loop also, and your circle is closed. Now we are going to chain 1 and right into the first stitch where we made our slip stitch. There we are going to make a set of single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. So go directly into this stitch at the root of your chain 1. So single crochet, chain 1, and again we are going into the same stitch to make a single crochet. So this is our first side of the pentagon, and this chain 1 acts as the point. And now we're going into the next stitch and doing the same set, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Now we are going to the next one. So we are going to make it in all the 5 loops. So I've already made 1 2, now 3 more are remaining. So single crochet, chain 1, again go into the same stitch and single crochet. Now go to the next stitch, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and the last one, single crochet, chain 1 and single crochet. So 1 2 3 4 5, we've made all the 5 sides. And now do not confuse this as your last stitch. This is the same one from where we have made our first stitch. So this is already been worked in. So this is your first stitch. So if you can't recognize, then you can always use a stitch marker when you make your first stitch. So I'm just going to go in this first stitch and make my slip stitch. You can just chain one and cut the yarn, pull out the yarn, and then you can just hide in the tail. So you can use the darning needle for that. So just go into this stitch and then just pass it through few stitches. And if the magic circle is tight, then it's okay. If it's loose, then you can just give it a final pull with your the center tail, the beginning tail, and then you can hide this one also. Just go through any stitch, a few number of stitches like this, and then you can just cut the tail and our pentagon is ready. Now we're going to make the hexagon. Hexagon is the same step. Instead of 5, you're going to make 6 single crochets. So I'll just show you how. So our magic circle, okay, I'll just show you again. So we're going to start by making our magic circle. You can use any method you are comfortable with, and chain 1, and now into this circle we're going to make 6 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So remember, for a pentagon we are going to make 5 single crochets. For a hexagon we are going to make 6 single crochets. And now you can just pull the tail and close the magic circle, and now make a slip stitch in your first single crochet. So if you're not able to recognize which is your first stitch, then you can count backwards: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is your first stitch. So make your slip stitch into that like this and chain 1. Now into the very first stitch where we made a slip stitch, we are going to make a set of single crochet, chain 1, and single crochet. So into that very first stitch, single crochet, chain 1, and single crochet. Now into the next stitch we are going to make the same set, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. So we have made our 2 sets. So same way we are going to make 1 set each in each of the 6 stitches. So I've already made 2, so 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll just make it and meet you here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We are done making our 6 uh, corners. So this chain 1 acts as the point of the corner. So now you can just go ahead and insert your hook into the first stitch and make your slip stitch. Chain 1 and cut your yarn. And then you can just weave in the ends. If your magic circle is not fully closed, then you can just pull the tail and close it completely, and then weave in that tail too. So you can just give it some shape. Just hold those chain ones and give them a bit of a stretch. So these are your pentagon and hexagon. So in the pentagon, what we did was we made a magic circle and chain 1, and then we made 5 single crochets, and into each single crochet we made we made 5 single crochets and then joined with the first single crochet with a slip stitch and chain 1, and then we made in all the 5 stitches single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and then we joined it in the very first single crochet that we made. And same thing goes for the hexagon. We made a magic circle and chain 1, and then we made 6 single crochets and joined it in the very first stitch and chain 1, and then we made the same set, that is single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in all the 6 stitches which we had, and joined it in the very first stitch with the slip stitch and chain 1, and then we hit our tail, the tail ends in the back side or the wrong side. So this is the way you can make your pentagon and hexagon in a simple way. So I hope you like this tutorial. So if you liked it, then do consider subscribing, like, comment and share. It helps my channel to grow. And do comment and let me know whether this was helpful for you or not. And many of you, approximate 90% of my viewers are not subscribed. So do consider subscribing. It's just one tap towards the subscribe button. So yeah, until our next video, bye bye.